Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? Hello. Good morning, guys. Yo, so guys, we got some drama happening in Fate War. Oh my goodness gracious. What I found out last night was kind of wild. So we're gonna cover it today. Also, I changed tribe. Yes, indeed. I am now a member of 240i. I was in the other guild, the other tribe, right? The one that was #1 in the kingdom. That's changed. There has been a massive, like not even a little, a massive might shift. As you can see, IWX has fallen. They're down to 500 million power, as you can see, and IBMWX has got the guild here, 240i, has jumped to 829 million power. Now, you might be thinking, how has this happened? Is this because sleeper guilds or jumper guilds are actually a part of this game and they've all jumped in and that's why the power shift has changed? Is that the drama you're talking about, Prince? No. No, that is not what happened. So guys, I've seen many things in my years of mobile gaming, but this I have not seen. So guys, get ready. This is gonna make you laugh this morning. So there's been a massive power change in the kingdom and it's getting worse and worse for IWX, and I can tell you why here, right? So there's been a massive walkout. That's right, guys. I logged in yesterday and I noticed that loads of my guild mates had all left. Okay, left. They all left IWX. They all left and they went over to 240i, and I couldn't really work out why. No one had really said anything. I looked at the chat. I couldn't really see anything really in the chat that made sense. I didn't really want to just leave the guild because I'd been there since the beginning. So I was waiting to try and find out what happened. And last night, one of the guys that went over to 240i, he's now one of the R4s over there, messaged me last night and explained why there has been a massive walkout on IWX. Well, okay, let's just jump into it. So when you're in a guild, I need to kind of give you some context here. The really good thing about Fate War that they do in the guilds, this is something they should do in Lords Mobile, to be honest, is inside the guilds, okay, when you're inside the tribes, there's this special thing up here called logs. And everybody, and I mean everybody, can have access to the logs. And essentially what the logs tell you is everything at a glance, what's going on in the guild and what people are doing with regards to kind of like, you know, guild research or anything like that. You can see we've got the tribe log here. We've got basically thing here showing you all the different ranks. It looks like Panda has changed my role to R3. Oh, thank you very much. I got R3 straight off the rip. That's pretty cool. So I'm now an R3 over here, so that's great. I don't want to be an R4. I really don't want leadership. I'm quite happy as an R3. That's brilliant. So I got put to R3. That's great. So you can see what all the R4s are doing at a glance here. You can see that all the ranks that people change. There's a nice list of it here, so you can have a look at it. It's handy for an R5 or a leadership team to see at a glance who's doing what. There's also a log with regards to, you know, I think this is like ruins, like things like this, things that you're doing, a scouting if you're under attack, any attacks that happen, any scouting, any kind of like military action is all logged in the log. So if somebody in your guild, if your guild gets a complaint from another guild saying, hey, your member Tal hit me, and then you go to that person and say, did you Tal hit them? No, I didn't do it. No, it wasn't me. Well, oh dear, because we can see everything that everyone's doing here on the tribe log. So everybody's held accountable for the decisions and the things they do. Okay, and there's also extra bits here. I don't know, stuff to do with the calendar. When something goes in the calendar, there's a log of it. Now, there is something else which gets logged on the tribe log. Now, I didn't know about this because this is something that, you know, isn't available in Lords Mobile. There is a mechanic inside this game, which is actually very, very interesting. I'm going to tell you what the mechanic is. When you're in a guild inside Fate War, if there are people purchasing packs, if you're in the store buying stuff, if you're buying gold, if you're buying any kind of packs, a percentage of whatever you purchase goes into the guild money bank. Okay, so in Lords Mobile we have diamonds, in Fate War we have gold. Okay, and basically that little pot builds up, and then the R5, the leader of the guild, has the power to distribute those funds to whatever players they want within the guild. It's a really interesting mechanic, because if you've got some free-to-play players or some low spenders and you want to help them push up, you know, or maybe you've got a pay-to-play player that needs that extra pack before an event, if you're building up a really good supply of guild funds, you can hand out those guild funds to players that can then go and buy real packs in the store. Wow, that's a pretty good mechanic. And I know it works because in the previous guilds I was in, the R5, I was on stream when it happened, the R5 gave me 700 gold, which was equivalent to $7 worth of free credit. And I was on stream when it happened and I was like, yo guys, this dude just gave me 700 gold. Wow. Like, you know, he messaged me and said, oh, thanks for your contribution. Here's 700 gold. It's like, okay, great, cool. That's nice of you. And at first I didn't realize why I was getting that. But I think now I know it was probably some kind of way of trying to keep me to stay in the guild, because what I found out next will blow your mind. With all of this being said, the fact that you can build up gold, the R5 can give that out to people within the guild to, reward their activity and stuff. Why did this cause a massive walkout? Well, the guy that was the R5 of that guild was originally a Turkish person writing in Turkish language. The translator was translating from Turkish to English. They had a picture of themselves standing there with all tattoos and stuff. If you saw my other stream, you would have seen this, because you would have seen it because I showed you guys on stream. But then something happened. It turns out this R5 was not Turkish. I know, guys. He was posing as a Turk. He wasn't Turkish. No. He wasn't Turkish. He was, in fact, let's go to Tribe Night. Turns out he's Chinese. Turns out he's actually a Chinese person. And as you can see now, he has 4 accounts as R4, which are all Chinese. That's because they're his alts. It turns out what he did was he took all of the guild funds that everybody had contributed to over the course of the first week of this game, and he sent all the gold to his alt accounts and his own account to boost his own account. He's currently sitting at 36 million power. He's one of the highest people in the kingdom, but he took all the gold out of the kitty and boosted all of his alt accounts and himself, because all of the records were in the tribe log. They all come up in the log that he'd basically given out all the gold that everyone had built up, and he fed his own alt accounts and his main account with it. So he didn't share out the gold to the entire guild. He went ahead and stole all the gold from the pot. Absolutely wild, man. I can't believe this guy did that. Crazy. So it turns out the whole R4 team of this guild completely walked out when they realized what he'd done. They said, we can't be a part of this, and they left. A whole bunch of other people left as well. And I only found out about this news late last night, so I asked the other guild if I could come over and join them. I didn't realize this was going on. What an absolute rat. Stole all the gold, man. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, no, that's done. That guild's cooked as far as I'm concerned. So there you go. So we've left them and we've gone over to 240i, which is run by this chap here called BMW. He's boosting up pretty well too. He's at 19 mil. And they've got a whole bunch of peeps also in the 20s and stuff. So again, we're not worried about the other guy. Even though he's boosted up to like 36 mil, one thing I can say about this game, it's very much similar to Rise of Kingdoms. And that is that one player cannot win the day. Just because there is a very strong player over in that guild who's boosted up, that means absolutely nothing. If you've got a guild full of active players that are all, you know, reasonably boosted up, you'll take on and beat one person that's boosted up. So it doesn't matter. It's kind of irrelevant. Vad in the chat says, I left as soon as I saw that he used treasury as cashback. Yeah, bro, that's wild. Like, if you're the R5 of a guild, I mean, look, we're not saying that an R5 shouldn't take some of the gold for themselves. I mean, why not? I mean, you're running the guild, you know, you're putting your time and effort in to run the guild. So yeah, I mean, absolutely, you should maybe take a little bit, but not all of it. Like you should be handing that out to the lower power players to help them push up and get stronger. You should be feeding that back into the guild, not all into your own pocket. I think that's crazy. It's a really good mechanic, but obviously when somebody uses greed and takes it all for themselves, then I mean that there's a problem with that. There's a huge problem with that in my opinion. So yeah, massive drama, man. Massive change of power in the kingdom. Like absolute rat behavior, crazy stuff. How did Nero take you calling him a rat? I didn't call him a rat. I didn't call it. Well, I kind of thought he might have been a spy, but I guess I was wrong. No, the bad guy was the R5 by the looks of it. I didn't call him. I said he was a bit of a donut for complaining about not reading the message that was on the kingdom map, but that's about it. Lol. Shh, don't bring that up, JCat. This guy doesn't watch. Hope this guy doesn't watch your last stream. Yeah, no, it's all right. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. No, I was calling him a bit of a donut, wasn't I? Because he couldn't read the kingdom map. You know, he clearly needs to go to Specsavers. But no, it's all good. Shh, don't mention that, man. You're getting me in trouble, man. Stirring the spoon. What are you doing? JCat in the chat trying to get me in trouble. All right, so anyway, drama to one side. We are in the new guild now. This one's actually over on the other side. So this one's on the far right. So they've actually got a good amount of territory as well. Looks like they've broken up into this first gate. They've taken the first gate up here, which is good. They've gone up into this area. They're going for level 2 shrine up here. Seem to be in pretty much full control over this right-hand side of the map. So that's good. Obviously, the other guild where I was a part of is over here, which, you know, they've got a lot of territory and spread out, but probably because they had a lot of active players over there that were helping push that narrative. Now they've lost pretty much all their players. I can't see them being able to compete much over on that left-hand side. This is where the strength is right now. There is a couple of other guilds in this kingdom as well. Let's give these guys a little bit of attention. There is a couple of other decent active guilds that are pushing up in this kingdom right now. So we've also got Tusk, and we've also got Arse as well. Oh no, not Arse. Sorry, I thought that said Arse. It says Azra. I do apologize. Oh, it stands for Asylum Reaper. There we go. Apologies. On first inspection of that guild tag, I honestly thought that said arse, but no, it doesn't. The Asylum Reapers, ladies and gentlemen, they are 345 million power and 391 million power. I would imagine as more people become aware of what's happening in IWX, they will probably have more players leave, and they'll probably either come over to us, over to Tusk, or over to Asylum Reapers. IWX are probably just going to go and just like vanish into oblivion. So yeah, crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Is this game worth getting into? I mean, look, you know what? It's like, that's one of those open-ended questions where it's kind of like, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm having fun. But we also have to remember it is an IGG game. And we know from previous experience what IGG did to the community of Lords Mobile. So without even saying any more of that, that all automatically puts us on the defense when it comes to going to wild on this game. So I'm not doing that. Although I told you guys I would be fully transparent about what I am doing on this game as far as like how much I'm boosting and stuff like that. Obviously for the first week, I think I spent 25 bucks. Yeah, I spent another 20 this morning, guys. You know, we got to be honest about it, right? I did. I'll show you what I got. Let's just be real. I did pick up the thing. I picked up this morning. I couldn't resist, guys. I've decided to go cavalry on my march. That is the march I'm doing. I'm going to be a cav player. And yeah, it turns out that this is the hero I'm going to be wanting to use. And she had all of her medals in there this morning. And I was like, I need the medals. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to get the medals. Fuck it. I'm going to take the plunge. So I did spend another $20 whole this morning on this to get all of her medals down here. IGG win. They certainly do. Every time, bro. Every time. Winners win, right? So I spent 20 bucks. So in total now, my total on the account is about $45. We're currently in the hole for $45 now. Okay, there it is, guys. So $45 in, and I managed to get my Cav hero now to 5451. So we are getting there. I definitely want to try and get her expertise because she is my primary lead. The good news is once I do actually manage to get like these last few levels up, I don't ever have to worry about it ever again. And as far as like cost goes, getting it done, it's not going to be that bad really when you think about it. I mean, I've spent what? On this hero itself, I spent 20 bucks and I'm almost there. So we're just going to be patient now. There's no need for me to be like stressing. I don't need to go running into the bloody summons thing, even though she's only in here for another 3 days. It is on a rotation basis. So like if we look at the reward overview, right now she is in here, right? There she is, Erin. She's in there at the moment for the next 3 days, and then the special event hero will move to another one. So eventually she will come back round on the rotation if I don't get her maxed out this time. So I'm really not stressed out about it. I'll just save up my premium summons. Once she disappears from this thing, I won't use my premium summons. I will save all my premium summons that I pick up through doing events and stuff. And then when she comes back around again, that's when I'll use my premium summons to try and get some more of her medals. So I will save the premium summons based on who is currently in there. And she's obviously my priority. So that's what I'm going to be saving them for. It's not on a rotation in later kingdoms. Well, let's hope she does come back around on rotation bad, because I don't want to go crazy in there trying to do it. Either that, or we'll just save up the universal sculptures and we'll just do it with that. I'd already used my universal sculptures on her, so I'm down to 10 now. So I did use them on her as well to try and get her up. But I think anyway, having her at 5-4, 5-1 is pretty solid. If I'm able to get that last level there, so 5-5, 5-1, that's even better, obviously. But I took her star up to 5 stars. That gives me an extra 5 talent points. And then eventually when I get enough, I will take her up to 6 stars as well. So yeah, I'm working on it. I'm not stressing out about it. You need 680 shards to max a hero. 555 takes 370. The last 5 takes 310. Yeah, exactly. So really kind of what I'm trying to work on is just get her to 5551. That would be great. And then obviously we got to then take some period of time, because that, like Wicked Steeman just said, that last 4 levels to get her expertise is where the real slog is. And I'm not going to fall into that Wonderland rabbit hole trying to push that, because it will cost a lot of money if I try and push that in the summons. So we're not doing that. We're gonna use patience, and we're gonna take our time. Maybe that means we're not the strongest Cav March. That's absolutely fine. I don't need to be the strongest Cav March. I'm very happy with what level she's at right now. I'm happy with the level of skills I've got. I'm happy with the fact that I got a few medals this morning to get a couple of extra levels, which I got for the 20 bucks that I spent. I'll show you what I got in there actually, look. Managed to pick up, I think, quite a few. We got 50 down here at the bottom, which was kind of nice. And then what? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. So there was 100 of her medals in that pack this morning for 20 bucks. Now, the reason why I bought that is really quite simple. For me to get 100 of her medals out of the summons pit would have cost me a bloody lot more than $20 trying to do it with those orange crystals. So this was a guaranteed 100 medals for her. And I just thought, you know what? That seems pretty fair value considering the other avenues I have to try and get her medals. And considering I am now going to fully work on a Cav March, I figured this was kind of, I guess kind of, none of it's really needed, but I felt like it would help me a bit. I actually didn't mind spending the 20 to get that 100 medals. I thought that was pretty reasonable. So I was like, all right, fine, we'll do that. So there we are. That's what I did. So yeah, I told you guys, full transparency. I'm not gonna, like, you know, blow smoke up your ass. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. So there we go. So all right, let's go ahead and kill this dude over here very quickly. I'm enjoying this game. As somebody, you asked me questions, is it worth playing? Are you enjoying it? I mean, yeah, I'm enjoying it. Just understand, guys, this is an IGG game. Which means if you ever want to be like first in the rankings and get all the really cool prizes, you know, it's going to cost a lot of money. You're hardly going to do that free to play. All right. And let's also remember that Lords Mobile started off fun, albeit I would say probably with a higher economy, to be honest with you. But still, it started off fun. And look what happened to Lords. I mean, yeah. So, you know, it's a fun game, but I'm playing very cautiously. I'm not going in and boosting to high levels or anything like that. I'm just picking up a few things that I think might be, you know, okay to pick up, but I'm trying to keep it as low as possible. I don't want to sink too much in at this early stage. Absolutely not. Hi Gengar, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hello. How are you doing? But But yeah, IGG still win because they still got 45 bucks out of me, right? So yeah, they still win. But not as much as they would have done had they have not had a bad track record. They would have won a lot more. But yeah, we're taking our time with it. Anyway, things are going pretty well over here for me. I'm doing all right. I think I'm making some pretty good progress in comparison to the other players inside my kingdom. I think I'm doing well considering I've only spent like 45 bucks. I think I'm actually doing all right. Making some good progress as well on the Ancestral trials. I'm up to chapter 11 now, which is kind of nice. If you compare that progress to everybody in the kingdom, I'm currently at rank 36 in the entire kingdom. I mean, I'm happy with that. I think that's actually pretty good. There's lots of people sitting around chapter 11, 12, 13. And then you got some more spenders, the higher spenders are up here in the 15, 16, 17s. But I think I'm happy where I am at chapter 11. I think that's actually pretty reasonable. We're going to try and see if we can push past maybe some of these this morning. So we're going to do that. I want to try and get to chapter 16 so I can take part in multiplayer mode. Because there is a multiplayer mode here, but you have to get to 16, 12 on solo to get into the multiplayer. So I kind of want to do this because I'm pretty sure there's extra rewards that I could possibly get from that. So we're going to do that later. We're going to do the Colosseum today as well. We're going to jump into the Colosseum and see if we can get some wins in there. We're also going to be taking on the Rocky Mirage and seeing if we can get a good rank on that today as well. So we're going to be jumping in there too. And yeah, I'm just going to give you like a little overview now of how things are looking, and then we can start doing some of the events. So is there bots in this game? I done some research online before I even downloaded the game to see if there was any bots inside Fate War. From the information I managed to pick up and the sound of the community, what they're saying, it turns out that there is some bots inside this game, but they are only resource gathering bots. There's no war bots inside Fate War at all. There's no tracker bots inside Fate War whatsoever. So I have not. Also, the thing is, chat, the way this game is, you have to remember this is more like Rise of Kingdoms compared to Lords Mobile. And what that means is your kingdom is your home, okay? You don't get a guild, build all this territory inside a kingdom, okay, only to want to destroy the kingdom. No. That's not how this game works. Thank you, Rocco, for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that, buddy. Thank you very much. The way this game works is you want your kingdom to thrive. You want guilds to grow. You want the kingdom to do well as a whole. You have to think of it this way. Migration isn't really... It is a thing. You can migrate to other kingdoms if you don't like your kingdom. But guilds don't just migrate from kingdom to kingdom to kingdom dominating like they do in Lords Mobile. Your kingdom is your home, and the focus is KVK and fighting against other kingdoms in other events. That is the focus. So, you know, you can go unshielded in your kingdom. I have not shielded my account, and neither has anybody else. You don't have to sit under shields. Okay? This is not one of those games where, you know, if you're free to play, you're having to manage shields because you don't want to be attacked. Now, don't get me wrong, you could get attacked, and sometimes people do go rogue and they go attacking. Also, there is kill events that do come up inside the kingdoms, and, you know, sometimes you could get attacked during a kill event, but normally there are rules put in place for the kingdom when kill events come up. So, generally speaking, you won't be able to attack someone if they're like inside their territory or something. Only if they're outside of their territory and if they're not part of one of the big guilds. Generally speaking, that's normally what happens. Gathering hits are normally not permitted either. It's normally a case of when kill events come up, people normally trade with each other and just do like pre-arranged battles on the battlefield to build their kill points up and stuff. So yeah, like sometimes different rules go in place depending on the kingdom, but no, you're not sitting there managing your shields all the time. I haven't shielded once since my original shield pot went down, and I don't really intend to either. It's just not that type of game. You don't really get people going around just burning everyone. It's not like that. It's about making the kingdom grow, hoping the guilds within them kingdoms all grow. You want like 2 or 3 or 4 solid guilds that grow up and then like basically go and do the KVK together. That's the focus of this type of game. Like I say, it's more based on Rise of Kingdoms than it's based off of Lords Mobile, and in a way that's actually a good thing, because the mechanic of Lords Mobile is literally full on monetization. if you are the biggest person that spends the most money, you can pretty much take the guild to victory. Whereas in Rise of Kingdoms, that's just not going to work. Like, you could be the big wow, but if you're in a guild that's not very active and everybody else is not really doing their bit, then you won't be able to do nothing. So yeah, it's more of a team-based game. But obviously, you know, obviously it's still pay to win. Because if you want to win the events and stuff, you've still got to spend money to do it. So it still goes into that pay to win category. But it's definitely more like, oh, I'm already doing this. It's definitely more like Rise of Kingdoms, which is not a bad thing. What the fuck? You fight for territory? That's sick. Yeah, so basically that's kind of what it is. Yeah, you do fight for territory. So you can see here. All right, let's just go through a little bit then. So basically what you do is you start off. So our base started off over here. This is our home base, right? That right there is our guild building. So this is our guild building, all right? And then everything all stems off of from there. So you have these little towers you build. In Rise of Kingdoms, they're called flags. In this game, they've done towers. And essentially what you do is you basically move your territory around for a couple of reasons. The first reason is so you can make your territory go around these buildings here. These are RSS nodes. You see that you don't go to this, you don't send troops to this to harvest resources. You put your territory, get it within inside your territory, and then your territory benefits from plus 2,000 wood every hour. As you go around the map and collect more and more of these resource nodes, you can see here, if I go to my guild board and go to territory, you can see here that this shows us what strongholds we've managed to get, and it also shows the resources that are accumulating at the top of the screen. So depending on how many of those resource nodes we're getting will determine how much free resources I claim every hour. And I can come in here and just claim free resources which are generating off of this thing, right? So that's pretty cool. Not only is this, are they generating, only a percentage goes to me. Not only are they generating resources for me, but they're generating resources for the guild as well. Okay, so and then the guild use those resources to build towers. That's how you build the towers. You need to be generating resources to then go and build the towers. So you build the towers and then you spread your territory and you move your way around the map and collect those resource nodes. You see there's three towers down here. They came down here because look, they came down for that iron down there. See that? But then it's not just that. You have to go to the gates to be able to spread further. So they've gone up there. They've gone all the way across to the right. And they've grabbed this shrine. There you go. And this shrine gives you plus 10 stamina recovery. So now the whole guild gets plus 10 stamina recovery, which is basically for monster hunting. That's pretty good. So we get that. And then as we go up, we move into a gate. We take the gate. There you go. And that allows us to be able to go into this next part of the island. And then we can start collecting resource nodes and shrines, which you have to contest for because look, there was another guild here. You know, XSSX started up their base here. So we came up here and contested this and said, nope, that's ours. And we took that shrine and then moved up. And that's basically how you do it. You basically, in the early game, it's all about pushing for territory, trying to claim shrines, etc. and competing for space against other guilds. Sometimes you can, you know, negotiate that space with diplomacy, and sometimes it requires war. Sometimes war's never a good thing in an early kingdom like this. Like, you want peace. You want to try and get an equilibrium with the other guilds, and try and give everyone enough space to be able to grow. You don't want war in an early stage of this game because you want to build up. You don't want to waste troops on stupid fighting in early game. You just want to keep building everything up. So trying to find some kind of equilibrium between you and, or balance even between you and other guilds is kind of essential. But obviously those other guilds need to understand if you're the strongest guild that's going to be the one that's going to really be pushing for kind of KVK dominance, then you do need to be having a dominant position, you know, in the map. So as long as you can still kind of try and find some balance to the point where those other guilds aren't going to get pissed off and just leave, they're still happy to have their portion of the map. As long as you can like create that balance, then you're good. That's the art of being a big guild in this game. It's about not just dominating everybody. It's about showing a bit of restraint as well. All right. Obviously, as these gates open, we're going to move further inland, and then until eventually we get to the main island in the middle, where the main base is. Whoever takes this becomes the king of the kingdom, basically. So again, it's very, very similar to. Well, it's not similar. It's identical. It's identical to Rise of Kingdoms, just with a reskin, basically. So again, if you've played Rise of Kingdoms or you enjoy that game, you'll like this. Like Guild Expedition in Lords Mobile. Oh god, kind of. I mean, sort of in a way, kind of. Lords Mobile brought Guild Expedition in because they wanted an event very similar to what a lot of other games were doing. So they kind of tried to make their own version of it in Lords Mobile. Didn't really work too well because the point system is just broken. It's stupid because like with Guild Expedition in Lords, you don't have to do nothing for the first like whole day of the event, and then as long as in the last 4 hours you just push forward and get the middle base, you win. Like, it's just kind of silly. Then they still haven't fixed it, and then plus it costs resources to play that event and speed ups, and you don't get no kills. It's just, yeah, the whole thing's just a massive L. I think when the event come out, the healing was even more expensive, and then the community obviously complained, and then all they did was reduce it by 50%. They didn't. They're just not really in touch with their community over there. They don't know what they're doing, which is another reason why I'm like very hesitant to push. Don't get me wrong, pushing is fun. I love boosting. Who doesn't? I love boosting. I love, you know, getting packs and boosting and all the rest of it. But if this was a Lilith game, I'd be more inclined to do it. But it's not a Lilith game. It's an IGG game. So I'm like, don't really want to boost too much because I've already been kind of burnt with Lords. And when I say I've been burnt with Lords, what I refer to is the fact that I boosted in Lords only to end up with an end game full of robots, full of tracker bots, full of rain bots, full of carpet bots, full of ranking boards, which just felt really unfair due to bots always being at the top of them, you know, all those things. I'm not going to go into it, but you guys know, many of you know what I'm talking about. I felt pretty hard done by the way the state of Lords Mobile when I got to the end game kind of thing, and that's why I quit playing my main account. So yeah, I've been burnt in my opinion, but like for me, I've been burnt by IGG with regards to Lords Mobile. So I'm very hesitant about why can't I train troops? Oh, it's lagging. Bob, fix the servers. Oh no. There we go. I think it's good. There we go. Yeah, for me, I've been burnt by IGG, so I'm not going to go heavy. I mean, me spending 45 bucks on this just to start off and play a little bit, I mean, that's just me testing the game out. I haven't even begun to boost. This is just me playing. And I don't really want to boost. I'm just chilling right now. Spent a few bucks, got myself some boosts and stuff for the early game. Got myself a couple of heroes that are pretty good. Leveled up a little bit. That's what I'm just testing the game out right now. I'm feeling my way around it, guys. Feeling my way around it. So there we go. So this is what I've done so far. Let's talk a little bit about my account. So what's the drama? Already been for it, Area. You're late. So there we go. Someone stole a load of gold from the other guild, so everyone walked out. So yeah, I got Arian. That's my main cav lead. We're going to be going with Selena as the secondary. That's going to be my cav march that I'm currently working on. And then I've got a range march, which is pretty good. I got Kalthas and I'm running secondary as Vista. These two are pretty good together. And then I got this guy leveled up to gold in the previous event, and I leveled up his skills pretty well to 5541. This requires blue medals, which are pretty easy to get. So I'm not going to stress out about this. This will just happen naturally over time. So yeah, it's pretty easy to do that. So, I mean, the blue medals come from the basic summons. So yeah, we're just going to chill with him. He's basically used for monster hunting. Any kind of like darkness rallies. I call them dark nests because that's what they're called in Lords. They're not called dark nests over here. What are they called? Champion's Lair. We can set a rally on one, look. These are the dark nests basically in this game. So we can do a 5-minute rally. Wait, where's my march? Oh, he's camped out. Hold on, let me bring him back quickly. Also, I don't know why it keeps doing this, right? But on the left-hand side, they've got this little reduce button over here. If you press it, you can have standard or reduced or anything. It keeps popping up. I don't know why it keeps popping up. It's kind of weird. I've took it off like 3 or 4 times and it keeps coming up. Okay, there we go. So, Champion's Lair, level 2. And we click on that. Rally, 5 minutes. And then we'll go with our Monster Hunt in March, which is that one, and click OK. So I'm really only using Berserkers for monster hunting, really. That's all I really use those for. My range, the only reason why I've got range is really just to help me out with the campaign stuff. Again, Cav is going to be my primary focus on this account. That's what we're going to be doing. All right, we've got this to do as well. Okay, let's go ahead and do the purple ones. Let's not send 3 heroes. Level 30. Okay, that one. There you go. And this one. Send that one. There we go. Deploy that. I'm going to refresh it. Oh my god, seriously? You gave me 4 blues again. Okay, there we go. Purple. This need another 30. We'll do that one. Refresh. Oh, there we go. Didn't get no gold ones, but that's alright. Send that. Do that. These are like little AFK missions you can send your dudes on. Just do a blue one, it's fine. Alright, there we go. And then we can assist some people this morning. So let's assist. Oh, there's quite a few chests there. Nice. Just going to go ahead and do some assists. That's all done. Can I do any Bifrost? No, I'm missing this jewel here, the blue one. So I've got 4 green ones. I also need a pink one. So let's do trade. I need the blue and the pink, right? So you will receive pink and you will give green. You will receive... Oh, I got one already. Nice. You will receive blue. I will give green. All right, there we go. So hopefully somebody does that trade and I get one of those blue ones and then I can do a Bifrost spin. What's the best stats to focus on in Fate War? I think like in the same way as Lords, I think defense is actually the least value here. And then I think it would be HP and then attack. So attack would probably still be like the best thing to focus on. And then HP and then defense. There's also army attack in here as well, but there is also another stat in Fate War that's actually quite an important one too, which is actually crit. I didn't realize crit was ever going to be a thing, but yeah, crit. I've got it on some of my jewels. Have a look, see if I can find it. There, look, crit rate. Here it is. It's on the boots. Yeah, you see this? So look, you've actually got crit rate in this game. I think this might be one of the most valuable stats. As far as I'm aware anyway, this might be one of the most valuable stats. Critical rate and crit damage. Because that's just going to ramp up how much damage you're doing. So yeah, like obviously like attack is important, HP, and then defense. But yeah, it seems like crit seems to be like the big one, right? Yeah, weakest demon saying like crit. Oh wait, crit, then defense, then attack. Defense over attack and HP. No way, dude. Really? That's what weakest demon's saying. He's saying crit, then defense, then attack, then damage reduction, then HP. Oh, right. Okay. Well, there you go. I was focusing on like the way Lords is, like attack, HP, defense, but apparently defense, HP is not that great. Is defense better than attack and HP in this game? No way, man. Really? And we got this game looks much better than Lords. Hopefully IGG doesn't turn into greedy on this game. You know what, Make Out Hill? I agree, dude. I agree with you on that one. Are you beating one Hell Wanderer every day? I'm trying to, yeah, because it gives you 3 runes. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, so I don't do it every day, but I try and get at least 2nd place if I can. So Call to Arms. This is really good. I came 2nd yesterday, so I need to go and open my rune chest. But if you can get 1st or 2nd in the Call to Arms event, and this is like a 24-hour hell event, and what happens is over the course of the day, you get points depending on what time frame it's in and what you're doing. So like really, you kind of want to line up, if you're going to do some research or some development upgrades and stuff, you kind of want to do it in these time frames if possible, because then you get extra points towards your Call to Arms. But you will get points anyway just by consuming stamina. Like if you're using stamina, you'll generate points. But like doing stuff at them time frames is good, because then you get these chests. This allows you to get some free summons and free gems every day, which is nice. Plus, if you do manage to come 1st, 2nd, or 3rd even, actually, I didn't even realize that. It's 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. You can actually get some rune chests, which are really helpful to work on your runes. So you don't necessarily need to come 1st every day, but if you can try and get in the top 3, which actually, top 3 is not that difficult to do, to be honest with you. Getting 3rd or possibly 2nd, it ain't that hard. I've done it multiple times this week without even really having to push that much, just doing the normal stuff I do. And I've got to like second, third place. I got 1 first place, I think, this week. So yeah, it's pretty good actually. How long has it been since you started, Prince? Seems like you're having fun. Yeah, I'm having fun. I've been playing about 6 days. I think about 6 days in. No, just over a week actually. Just over a week, about 8 days I think I've been playing. Lost V says, all of these type of games are money grabs. All of them are pay to play and not enjoyable unless you spend heavily. Played Lords and played Rise of Kingdoms, pure money grab, slop, just copy pasted, no new content. All right, I mean, yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm going to disagree on the no new content front. I mean, I've made content on this the last week and I've actually had kind of good one. As far as new content goes, again, I'm going to have to disagree with you. And the reason I disagree with you is because, yes, this map out here is a copy paste of Rise of Kingdoms. Yeah, I've already said that a couple of times, but I'm also going to, in the same breath, say, is that a bad thing? Probably not. Rise of Kingdoms probably is the best SLG mobile game out there right now, to be honest with you. So yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. It's a formula that works. So IGG's adapted that formula. As far as no new content's concerned, I am going to disagree. I think the inside of this turf is actually really fun. And I think the graphics are actually really nice inside. I also think the explore mode is really fun too. This actual whole 3D map kind of like exploration area that you go around and fight and you have to get stronger to progress, I think is very original. I haven't seen this in any other mobile game. I think this is really fun to do. I mean, I'm really enjoyed going through this. So this is pretty good. I also think the events are actually really nice as well. The event lobbies had some pretty good stuff in there. I think the events over here, the Colosseum's kind of fun. The hero chapters over here are also kind of fun to do. You get stronger and you actually see that the benefit as you get a few extra percentages, how you can progress through this. Also, when it comes to free to play, I think free to play get probably the best chance here to actually succeed in a mobile game. Yeah, you're not going to be the rally lead. You're not going to be him. But, you know, at the end of the day, you can actually progress pretty well free to play in here. You get a lot of stuff just for playing the game. There's a lot of rewards you can get just for playing. Plus, with the mechanic that as the spenders are spending gold in here, you know, the leader gets some to be able to dish out to some of the players in the game. Even a free-to-play can buy packs in this game if the R5 says, you know what? You've been putting a lot of work into this game the last week. You've been grinding. Here you go. Take 10 bucks worth of gold. They can go and get themselves a couple of packs. I mean, wait, can you do that in Lords? No, can you do that in Rise of Kingdoms? No, on both accounts. So I think it's a pretty nice mechanic to have. Like, I'm not saying this is not pay to win. If you want to win all the events and be #1, if you want to be the man, then yeah, you're going to have to be paid to win. You're going to have to spend a shit ton of cash. Have fun. But I think a guild can actually do pretty well here, even being free to play or low spend. I am not fully defending this game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not glazing it. There's no link in the chat. I ain't sponsored. I'm just saying there is a lot more opportunity here to play this game at a free to play or low level. There's a lot more balance here than there ever was in Lords Mobile from the beginning. And that's because they've adapted the mechanics of Rise of Kingdoms. So I think they've made a good decision to do that. Yeah, that's what I think. And there it is. I know I'm trying to give it a fair. I gave it a fair crack of the whip this week, and trust me, man, I came in looking for problems. You best believe I came in looking for problems. I wanted to throw it under the bus and squash it. Like, yeah. But you know what? I came in with an open mind, and I've been looking at all the different mechanics inside this game and how it's all working. And I have to say, it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. All right. Free to play can get the best. Yeah, I got 2 castle skins and stuff without even having to spend anything, man. I got this cool Halloween bat skin that's all animated and stuff, and I didn't even need to spend to get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, loads of people got it. Mr. Sneaky AOEM says, the thing with these games, and even the one I cover, the longer you play, more of the actual game you experience, like the server versus server or alliance versus alliance events. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's very true. What are you playing Age of Empires? I'm guessing you are, because AOE, right? Age of Empires. I don't know if, did I play that? No. I didn't play Age of Empires. The one I played was Age of Conquest. And I just, nah. I don't know. I didn't feel Age of Conquest. Age of Conquest was like, nah. Well, Age of Empires, have they used, if they use the same mechanic as this, or if they, because I heard Age of Empires was nothing like the original PC Age of Empires. I heard it was like fucking full on like pay to win, like monetization nightmare. That's what I heard about that game. That was my original kind of like synopsis of it when I looked into it. It's basically the same. It's like Rock. Oh, okay. All right. I think so many games now are adopting the Rise of Kingdoms style. Just because it's just a better way of doing it. Like Lords Mobile is just like Lords Mobile is Lords Mobile is a great IP. It really is. It's a great brand. They've got a really good brand. You know, they made a really good game, but the way they implemented it with such high monetization and with the way that in Lords Mobile, it doesn't matter how much teamwork you put in. It doesn't matter how active you are. You know, you can have a guild of 100 people in Lords and be really active and really, really great players. But if you haven't got that one player that's spending a fortune to boost up and be the rally lead, you're done. You're cooked. And that's why Lords Mobile is an L in comparison to these other type of games like this one and Rise of Kingdoms and other games that are like it. Okay. Because of that one reason. That it doesn't matter how active you are or how much teamwork you put in. If the other team's got a massive rally lead, you're cooked. And it's that reason there why Lords is just not, is never going to be able to compete with a game like this. But, you know, the thing is, Lords Mobile done really well in the first few years, and they've had a very popular IP, and it's still got a few people in that game that are still spending massive amounts of money every month. We know that because they generated $2 billion last year. But that is going to just keep going down and down and down and down and down. The more people realize, you know, exactly what's going on over there. The fact that they're just getting harvested. Yeah, not great. You can even migrate here for free. Yeah, I know, right? Easy for free to play. That's how it started in most games until they build a good player base. They start milking players afterwards when you are so far into the game that you don't want to stop. Okay, so yes, you are right. That's exactly what they done in Lords Mobile. That's exactly what IGG done in Lords Mobile. And that's also why I'm not pushing hard on the start of this game. Because IGG showed their true spots when it comes to their mobile games. And it's not just Lords Mobile. Castle Clash, massive greed, putting out constant heroes every couple of weeks that trump the ones before. So you bought the new hero, you thought you were good, and then they brought a new hero out 2 weeks later that was better than that one. Like, Castle Clash became just a money grab. And then they made Lords Mobile, great for a few years, still highly monetized, but great for a few years. And then they really turned the screw and completely screwed over their community with constant pay to win events pretty much weekly now over in Lords Mobile. Ridiculous events where you've got to like go buy loads of packs for consumables and then blast them on ranking tables. It's just dumb as fuck. So like Lords Mobile's completely cooked. And then like, you know, they've got this game, which is more like Rise of Kingdoms. Now, as far as I know, a leopard doesn't change its spots. I gave you a really good analogy the other day where the scorpion asks the rabbit to help it across the water. And then halfway across the water, the scorpion stings the rabbit. And the rabbit says, what the fuck did you do that for? Now we're both dead. And he says, sorry, it's just my nature. You know what I mean? So like, to me, IGG's the scorpion and I'm the rabbit. So it's like, yeah, I'm like, well, I don't trust it enough to go deep in this and start boosting, like, because yeah, it's fine now, but what's this game going to look like in 6 months? What's it going to look like in a year? What's it going to look like in 2 years? I mean, I don't know the answer to that, but based off of IGG's track record of what they are like, you can only go by that, right? That's all we have as fact to go by. So I don't trust it. So I'm just quite happy sitting there chilling, playing at a very low amount, very, very low amount. It's 40 bucks. I spend that on a video game anyway, so it's not really a big deal. Even if I get a few weeks worth of fun out of this, even 40 bucks is fine. That's what I would normally spend on a video game and get a couple of weeks fun out of. So it's not really the end of the world at the moment. So I'm just gonna sit and chill. I'm not looking to push hard. I'm playing smart with this. All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong about mobile gaming in general. Like, mobile gaming is all pay to win. There's not much out there mobile gaming wise, especially free to play mobile games where you can actually play for free to play and have a good experience. But what I will say is games like this, the way this is set up, and Rise of Kingdoms and stuff like that, you do generally get a lot more for your time as a free-to-play player. All right, you do. You just do. Lost says, I mean, I'm complaining, but I still play Lords. I'm indeed one of those rabbits. Can we get some W's in the chat for Lost, man? No, bro, I get where you're coming from, dude. Like, you came in here, like, you know, bull in the china shop, coming in the door. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from, bro. You're like me, dude. You got that anger in you, bro. I can feel it. It's coming through the chat. I can feel it. Like, you're a pre-Lords mobile player, man. You've been playing for a while. You've probably been buying some stuff on there. You feeling that fucking pain over there just as much as I did. And then you see me over here beefing up this game. You're like, oh, fucking, yeah, just come in here. It's fucking like fucking game, yeah. Nah, bro, I feel you, bro. I feel you. And I'm honestly, mate, I learned from that as well. And I'm taking my time with this. I'm not glazing it. I'm saying that, you know what? Played it for a week. I liked some of the stuff they've done over here. Don't get me wrong, there's stuff in here that I don't like. Do you want me to tell you something I don't like? Check it out. I fucking hate the fact that you have to have VIP activated to actually get the benefits of VIP. Like, IGG, go do one. This is stupid. Like, if you've got the points, if you've earned the points through grinding, or if you've spent gems to get the points, whatever it is, right, the way you've done it, if you're a VIP level, then give the people the goddamn boosts. Don't make them have to have an item to boost it, to actually activate your VIP for a certain amount of days. Like, honestly, I feel like this whole system they have where you have to buy to activate the VIP with gems or with money, I think it's just basically an anchor price to make you get the $5 pack in the store. So if you come in here off the rip when you first start playing, right, you're like, what the fuck? 25,000 gems to activate my VIP boost for 30 days. What? I ain't spending no 25,000 gems a month. But it's not, you're not meant to. You're not meant to spend 25,000 gems a month. All this is right here is the anchor price to set it in your head that the VIP for 30 days is worth 25,000 gems. And then what happens is you go into the store and you see the Golden Moon Pass that costs $5 and it comes with 30 days of VIP benefits. So when you look at this, you remember that the VIP for the month is 25,000 gems and you're like, wait a minute, if I spend $5, which means IGG is getting your money, $5, I get 30 days of VIP, which is essentially 25,000 gems. Well, it's not. It's just that's what IGG say it is. It's all about psychology to make you feel like you're getting a good deal. But you know what? It worked because I got it. I got it, but I didn't get it for the VIP. No. I got it for something completely different. I got it for the fact that if I get this for 30 days, I can claim daily and get 300 gems every single day for free. I can get 2 universal sculptures, or mementos as they call them here, for free every day. I can get a free summons every single day. So that's 30 summons for the whole month. And not only that, I get a bunch of boosts, including research speed, construction speed, gathering speed, and the livestock stuff, extra queues on that. So overall, and also you get the auto battle feature, which means you can like automatically like have your dude monster hunting even if you're offline. So there was a lot of quality of life here, which is why I got it. And I felt like, you know, $5 for 30 summons, 60 universal crystals, bunch of speed ups, a load of boosts. I was like, yeah, all right. This is actually pretty good value as far as like what you're getting for it. And I was like, yeah, okay, $5, whatever. The auto translator. Oh, yeah. You get the auto translator as well. It's not this one, it's the other one, which is this one. I got this one too, which is like $3 for the whole month. And again, you get some research speed boosts, a couple of percent on training speed. I mean, 2% is pretty much negligible, but you get some daily rewards, and also the chat auto translate feature for a month. Yes, that means that when you go into the chat, if anybody's talking in Arabic or whatever else, right, it automatically translates it into English without you having to click the button to actually translate the chat. It auto translate it for you. I can probably click on it and see, hopefully there's nothing. There's people talking in Russian right now. Look, I'll bring it up. It automatically translates into English. So that's part of my subscription on that, is I get auto translate. That's like, okay, auto translate. My God. That put you off the game instantly seeing that I was comment. Yeah, a VIP is kind of dumb. So like having to have that VIP activated, I just think activating VIP, like go away. If I've got to rank 7, I want the rank 7 stuff. Don't make me activate it. That's stupid. So yeah, I don't really like that. But I mean that pack that's up there for the month. This what's it called? Where's it gone? This moon thing is good anyway. You know, the auto battle feature is really helpful. And then having all these extra 5% boosts, plus all of the daily VIP, the daily summons and the universals and gems. Like this is good enough for $5. You don't need that. Because trust me, if somebody comes into this game as a new player and they don't really see this, okay? If somebody's a new player and they download this game and they don't go into the mall and they don't see the Golden Moon Pass and they don't spot the VIP 30-day thing right there, they just come up here and click on that and they see the fact you've got to activate your VIP to actually get VIP. There's a chance you're going to lose players on that respect. They'll see that and go, what? I got to pay for my VIP? Okay, fuck that. Uninstall. See you later. Bye-bye. You know, what you need to do is either one of two things. You either need to remove the fact that you have to pay or activate your VIP, or if you're dead set on leaving that in the game, like if you're like, no, we want people to activate their VIP. Okay, fine. But you need to actually put something in here to show there is a moon pass. Like you need to put another thing at the top. So you need to have like 1 day of VIP, 2,500 gems, 7 days of VIP, 7,500 gems, 30 days of VIP, 25,000 gems. And then there needs to be a fourth option, which should be go to the mall, moon pass. So you can go, oh, what's that? And then you click on it from here and it will take you directly into here. I still don't like that. Let me just point it out. I still don't like that because I still think it's shitty, especially for free-to-play players that can't get the moon pass. They have to like go and spend gems on that shit to activate their VIP. Free-to-play need their VIP. Like, they should just take that out. I think it's fucking retarded to have this in here. They need to get rid of that completely. But if they're not going to get rid of it, at least put a link to the moon pass so people can see the moon pass is there where you get it included. So yeah, that's what I would do. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the UI. The UI is too cluttered. It's too cluttered. I'm going to try and get an image here and show you what I'm talking about, right? Hold on. I can find the image. Hold on. If I can remember. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Let me see if I can find this image I'm looking for. There's a specific image I'm looking for. Okay, I think I found it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to bring this up on YouTube. Hold on. Let me go. I think I can just bring this up here. Is the volume on? Hold on. Okay, something I want to show you guys. There it is. All right, here we go. So what I'm going to show you is a clip from a movie. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is it. I'm going to show you a clip from a movie very quickly. It's got chat. It's movie time. It's movie time. All right. It's movie time. Okay, so this movie I'm going to show you, this clip of this movie I'm going to show you is a movie called Ready Player One. Okay, and some of you might have seen this, some of you might not have seen this, but this guy on the screen right here looks like he's just smoked a joint. This guy right here, yeah, is Nolan Retent. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine, bad. It's less than 30 seconds. It'll be fine. So anyway, plus we're not monetized, so it don't matter. Actually, no, we are monetized. This is my main channel. Oh, fuck it. I don't care. Anyway, so check it out. Basically, this is Nolan Sorrento, and he is in control of, he's the CEO of a video game company. And basically, he wants to take control of this video game, right? He wants to get full control of it. He wants to be the shareholder, okay? And basically, he's talking to the board of directors. He's talking to the investors, right? And he's saying, guys, if we get control of this video game, we are going to be able to make so much money. And basically, what Sorrento is doing here is he's basically telling the board of directors how exactly he's going to make so much money in this video game.
Shareholders won't be happy.
It's not our job to make them happy. It's our job to make them money.
But once we launch this little baby, they're gonna flip.
We call this Pure O2. This is the first of our planned upgrades. Once we can roll back some of Holiday's ad restrictions, we estimate we can sell up to 80% of an individual's visual field before inducing seizures.
Right, and there it is. So basically you can... it's not fully the same, but I think you get the message, right? So basically they can sell up to, you know, all this space before they induce seizures. Well, let me just explain something, IGG. I'm looking at your UI and I am getting seizures. I'm getting a fucking seizure. Look at this shit. Look at this UI. Oh my God, dude. Like, where's the game? It's somewhere. It's somewhere. I'm looking through the gaps, trying to find the game, everybody. Like, where's the game? Like, holy fuck. Like, where is it? It's too much on this goddamn screen. It's just too much going on. Like, what is going on? Like, who designed this? Absolutely wild, man. Absolutely wild. So yeah, like, it's just too much happening on the screen right now. Like, if I'm sitting here like that, I mean, look at all these bits all over the screen. It's just too much happening on the screen at one time. So like they need to minimize this. You need to adjust the sizing or something. Like there's so many things you could do. Like on the right hand side here, we have the players showing their marches. There should be a button that can move that to the side. Over on the left hand side, there's the construction times, the trained soldiers, research technology, all this stuff. There should be a button in the top right hand corner here where I can click and I can bring that over to the side away from the main screen. The chat is just a big, massive square in the bottom left-hand corner. It doesn't need to be that big. Make it smaller. Make it more streamlined across the bottom. Okay? Or at the top. Or maybe move the happiness thing up here and all these things down to the bottom left and make a small chat bar at the top or something. Like, see these circles down here? There needs to be a button where I can push them all to the right-hand side. And then another button to collapse them. Another button to bring them back up so I can open it. I want to be able to minimize my heads-up display. When I go to the actual map outside, I still have all this shit all over my screen. I want to be able to make this much more minimalized as opposed to having all these things all over the screen. It's just this, you need to make these icons smaller. You need to just make it more cleaner. Right now, it's just too much. It's just way too much all over the screen. It's crazy. Actually looks like one of those Chinese games that push mall packs every 5 seconds. I know they need to really sort the UI out. The UI is just way too cluttered. Like it really is. New subscription, be able to adjust the UI scale for $5 a month. If they do that, I'm going to uninstall the game. I won't even think twice about it. If they brought out a $5 subscription, which required you to pay to change the UI, I would instantly uninstall. That would be the end of my Fate War journey. In a heartbeat. Yeah, absolutely. There's no way that should happen. That's crazy if they did that. No, they need to sort the UI out. It's just too much, man. It's way too much. Anyway, let's have a look and see what else we got going on here. So we've got half an hour left on that. I can't do that right now. Yeah, I got that this morning. The treasure thing I'm getting. I don't know what I'm going to get from that. Find out in half an hour, I guess. Did I manage to get the jewel? Did anybody trade me the jewel? No. Okay, I'm still waiting for someone to trade that. All right, that's fine. Let's go and jump into my, what's it called? My stuff over here. Let's go and do my event stuff. So let's start off with, imagine actually fighting a war on an event with that clusterfuck on your screen. I know. I agree with you, Lost. 100%. I don't want to have to do that with all that stuff all over the UI. Like, it needs to be a way of minimalizing that because that's just ridiculous what the UI looks like. They need an update on the UI like urgently. That should be the #1 thing. And get rid of the fucking VIP charging. That's just stupid. Like, it's one of the most pathetic things I've seen. Like, horrendous. Okay, let me go ahead and do some check this out. Let me check my defense lineup. I got 3. Maybe we can adjust the cavalry. Yeah, 75,000. There we go. So they've got a cav on my Colosseum. It's this kind of like Colosseum, but you use your marches. So we're gonna do that one. I got 80,000 on that one, so I got a range, and I got this one. Those are my 3 marches I got in the arena right now. So my defense smite is 3.3 million. I'm ranked 14. Okay. So let's go and see if we can find an opponent. They're all pretty high for me right now. I'm going to struggle here. Spartan. What's he got? Oh, he's using that chick with the big boobs. Oh my god, he's got a level 60 5-star Joan. I'm not going to be able to beat this guy. 97,000 troops on that as well. Good god. These other two marches aren't that great. But that one down there is really strong. I can try it though. He's ranked 16. Spartan. Alright. He's got Joan up front. Oh god. Alright, let's give it a go. See if we can do it. I'm going to watch the battle as well. Okay, I've got 2v1 situation down there and a 2v1 situation up here. It's going pretty bad right now, actually. My cav march just got melted. Oh no. Man, my cav march just is not... Yeah, I lost. Skip. Yeah, I lost. It's difficult, man. It's not easy. Let's do another one. 2.8. Let's try that one. There we go. Yeah, Joan is a full pay-to-play hero, though. I'm not getting Joan. Just not doing it. I said at the start, I'm only going to really make marches with the heroes I get lucky to get. I'm not going to chase any heroes. I don't care if Joan is the best. I'm not going to spend money on her. She's expensive. I won. Let's go. Nice. She's really expensive. Like, if you want Joan, you can't roll her. You can't roll her. The only way to get Joan is to come into the, not the here, offer event and buy her here. And it's not cheap. Look at this. It's $5 plus 10. That's 15 plus 20. That's $35 plus 50. So it's 50, 67, $85 plus 100. And that doesn't even max her out. You need over 600 medals to max her out. So it's $185 just to get her unlocked and get some of her levels. Yeah, fuck that. I'm good. I will take a massive pass on that and say no thank you. I ain't spending that kind of money on a hero that's not even maxed out. Like, nah. I'm just not gonna do it. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Not interested. $185 and she's not even maxed. Like, I'd rather go buy a PlayStation on secondhand. I'd rather go buy a secondhand PlayStation than spend $185 on a pixelated hero that's not even leveled up fully. Like, no thanks. I'm good. 680 is the exact number of mementos required for a hero from scratch. Yeah, put the archers and calves behind the berserkers. I tried that, but then then what happens is the bloody tank dies. So I'm just gonna keep hitting this guy. So basically, put the archers like that, and then put that in front. They still went after him. I still win anyway. It's fine. I can beat this guy. It's the only one I can win against. I feel bad that I'm hitting the same guy over and over again, but... Oh shit, I didn't mean to fight him. Okay, no, go back. He's like 3.8 million. You know what? I should fight Nero so he can get his revenge on me from me calling him a donut the other day. There you go. He got his revenge. Well done, buddy. There you go. Nice. All right, cool. What's crazy is I believe my game has the record for the highest cost for a singular hero in one of these games, and there's a server that has like 15, 25 of them. It blows my mind what people are willing to pay for. Yeah, true. I mean, how much is it though? When you're talking dollar value, how much is this hero that costs on your game? I remember you playing Rise and starting a guild. You still play? No, I stopped. Well, I was playing because I got a sponsorship from Rise of Kingdoms to play it, right? So I did it until that finished, then I ended on Rise of Kingdoms. So yeah, it's around 30,000 to get to VIP 18, and then a further 20 to max. Oh yeah, no, that's dumb. So $50,000 to max out a hero. And people do that. That's wild, bro. Yeah, nah. That's higher than Lords. The Lords has 11k heroes. That's as high as it goes. But it doesn't cost you 11k if you use certain ways of buying it. You can get it lower. But yeah, it's still really expensive. That's insane. That's why, and there you go. You just basically aren't, you just, you know, by you saying that, you've basically confirmed that I will never play Age of Empires, because it doesn't matter how good you try and be. If you've got someone that's willing to spend 50,000 on a hero, then you're going to lose. And it's for that reason why I would never play that game. That's crazy. Wow. Let's go and do the Jotun invasions. So we're going to go ahead and do this, challenge this. Let's make sure we get as many troops in there as possible, because more troops means more damage. And there we go. I don't have that many troops right now, so I don't do that much damage. I can't put, okay, yeah, I got no more troops left. All my troops are on the field. All right, let's hit it and see what I get. 12.1 million. That's my new record for me. Nice. So basically you just put all your stuff out and you whack it and see how hard you can hit it. 12.2, 12.5. Ooh. And 12. So I got 12.5. I got an achievement. Nice. Some free stuff. And let's take a look and see how I'm doing on the leaderboards. Yo, check it out, chat. We in 3rd place, baby. Woo. Damn, I beat all these guys. Yo, I'm on the leaderboard. Let's go. Yo, I got 12.5 million. Yo, we went in. Like, some of these guys are like way higher than me. Reckless is like a 19 point. Is it the R5 of my new guild? 19.8 million power, pay to play player, and I've beat him on the damage thing. Yo, bro, I beat you with 45 bucks. Let's get it. Woo! I beat everybody. Oh shit, I'm 3rd. No way, dude. That's awesome. What do I get for 3rd? Man, I got a whole bunch of stuff. Yo, I bet I don't stay. Oh wait, individual rewards. Oh, that's that. Yeah, something. Rank rewards. The rewards are alright. They're alright. The rewards are alright. They're not that great, but yeah. I mean, yo, I can't believe that. I'm probably not going to be there that long. There'll be some other big person that comes in and whacks it. But 12.5 million. Just goes to show, it's not just about, you know, what you spend. It's about how you set it all up, I guess. I don't know. I just got lucky, I think. Actually, all my hits were over 12 million. So like I was in the top 5 on every hit. Holy shit, 12.5. Worthy in 3rd place. Love that. Let's go. Yeah, 3rd place. Nice. Okay, Ancestral Trial. Let's see if I can do any more on this. Here we go. Let's go and check it out. So I got a bunch of runes. Nice. I need to... Oh, I got an extra buff now as well. Ooh. All right. Let's go select my buffs. All right, give me some good ones, game. Come on, give me some good ones today. Here we go. So we got crit rate. I want to get a higher version of that. There's a gold battle frenzy. We'll take that. It's the same. Pass. So there's a legendary iron defense by 12%. We'll take that. Defense apparently is good, so we'll take the defense. There's the crit. There's the purple crit. We'll take the purple crit. There we go. I've got already reduced damage received. I'm going to take the HP. Or do I take the damage? No, I'll take the HP. 7.2% HP. What do you mean you can upgrade it? What? I don't understand what you mean. What do you mean upgrade it? You can only confirm and pass, right? HP. Oh look, we've got a legendary skill damage. I'll take that as well. Okay, so I got a gold precision strike. That's better than that one. So we'll take that. And remove the precision one. There you go. We've got a gold precision. What's that? Increased damage dealt by 9.6. I think having increased attack by 9. Oh wait, no, damage dealt will be better because that does the normal damage and the skill damage. That's just damage in general. This is just attack damage. So I think I should take Master Tactician, right, chat? Take Master Tactician over this one. Because that's just damage dealt. That's just damage as a whole. This is just attack damage. I think this will also boost my skill damage as well, right? I think I go Master Tactician. Yeah, Master I think is better. Okay, let's do that. So confirm. We're going to take off this one and click confirm. There you go. Okay, what are you talking about? That little green arrow is the upgrade. This is where we upgrade. So you're saying if I combine that purple one with that purple one, I can make it a gold one. I never done that before. So if I click both of those and click confirm. Oh shit. It doubles it. It increased it to 14.4%. Oh shit, I never knew you could do that. I never knew. I never knew you could do that. Oh wow. Goes to level 2. Ooh. No. Okay. Pass again. Fatal blow. Increase crit damage by 30%. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know if we want that. Do we want that? Over the HP? No, 14% HP is really good. I feel like we should take this, but I also don't know what to switch out for it. We have already increased our crit rate, so increasing crit damage would be good. I don't think we should switch that out though. What should you do as a low pay to play? You should basically give me a second and then I'll talk about that in a moment. I need to put a little tips video up going through some stuff that you should do. That's what I need to do. Because when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing, what I was doing anywhere. I'll try and explain some stuff in a little bit, all right, mate? I think I'm going to skip that. Yeah, I'm going to skip it. Ooh, what's that? Reduce move speed of Blackforge. I don't want that. Okay, pass again. Okay, that's it. I got all my buffs. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. These are the best buffs I think I've had. All right, now we need to make sure we send out a good team. So we're going to start off with the ranges. There we go. We got my range march. And then I've got this march with Vol and Sigrid. Because yeah. That's kind of the best I can do. I don't really have another good lead to put there. So I'm just going to use him. And Sigrid, I guess. I don't know whether Sigrid is the right one to use as a secondary. I don't know if I should use her or if I should use... Well, the other ones are all pretty low level. Her skills are pretty well leveled up as well, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just going to use her. And then I've got this one, which is obviously my... This does the most damage in here. Like, it does so much damage, that march. Then I got my Cav march. Now at 195. That's good. And then I've got this one. Rex is fully expertised. So we're just going to run with that. I think that should be fine. Although saying that, I think I'm probably better off putting Rex as a secondary to Vol. And then, you know what? I think I might do that. Yeah, you know what? I think I might do Rex as secondary to Vol. So take off Sigrid and put Rex in over here. Make this like this infantry march way stronger. And then over here, I can't use her. She's already in the march. Over here, I guess I could run Sigrid and Alina. Or... No, it's got to be 159, 160. I'll use these two. Their skills are... She's expertise, Sigrid. And she's pretty well leveled up as well. So it's a really weak march, but it'll do. All right, so it's another range march. So we've got 2 range marches, a cav march, and 2 infantry marches. I think that should be fine. Okay, that's the best I've got. 5.4 million power on this set. And away we go. You click auto battle. Now, you don't have to actually watch this. You can just like delegate battle and then go and do other stuff and let that just keep fighting. But I might watch it for this first one. See how they do. I did ramp up my cavalry commander this morning, so I'm hoping that she does a bit more damage now as well. You can zoom in and stuff, like you can go in there and get close up and like, you know, watch it and stuff. Like, oh shit, I just pressed the wrong button. That's not good. Oops. Stick it on a wire. Our range march is getting beaten up by a little bit by now. Uh-oh. Need some heals. Come on, heal up, peeps. Get those healing bottles. There we go. Cavalry march is on its legs a little bit. Although they are dying. There's another heal over there. Oh, I'm glad he took it because he does the most damage. I think we're going to win this one. I think it's looking pretty good. My cav march has just been healed as well. Oh yeah, I'm good. This is we've done this one. Wow, I was stuck on this level and I managed to beat it right now, so that's good. Had 36% crit rate and pushed a 16-9 to 24-9 in a single night. Oh my god. So really, those buffs determine how well you're going to do. I'm already noticing that I'm doing a lot better with those buffs I got this morning. It's really good. Thanks for helping me with that. I didn't realize that. I didn't know I had to stack those. That's actually helped me out a bunch. Now I know how to do that. All right, great. So that's done. Sweet. 55 million damage from that first march. Oh my god. Crazy damage. All right, so we're up to 11.5. All right, great. We'll just delegate that for the moment and let that just tick along. So one of the questions I got was Maz saying, I just started Fate War. What should I do as a low pay to play? So I would class myself as a low pay to play. I'm not free to play, but I am low, very low pay to play right now. I spent like 45 bucks. That puts me as a low pay, a very low pay to play. So what would I recommend doing? Well, one of the things that I spotted quite early on was the resources in this game are really important. You need to make sure you've always got resource development. So as you're going through the campaign on the explore mode and you're unlocking more of these resource things, I would say it's really important to make sure you allocate some coins to boost up the logging rate and the transport capacity of these. It adds might to your castle as well, which is nice, a little bit of early might. And it's also make sure you level up like the amount of villagers you have in each of the large ones. Don't necessarily stress about doing the medium ones and the small ones immediately. But as you find the large ones, you need to make sure you at least get a couple of villagers in them and increase that production. Because the amount of, if you do this and level this up, it actually really helps you with your resource production inside your castle and helps you to, you know, be able to build the buildings and things like that. So that's my first little tip, is make sure you are constantly focusing on putting not too many coins. Don't make yourself go broke in the first beginning bit, because coins are quite a choke point in the early game when you first start. So just make sure you do level it up a little bit, get a few levels on them to increase your production. As a low pay to play, if you're buying anything, don't go running into the events and stuff and smashing out things all over the place, obviously. Buy stuff that actually gives you value. So looking at this, I would say, hang on a minute, go back up here. In the mall, things like the Golden Moon Pass are really good because they give you percentage boosts and stuff and daily boosts. Also, the subscription privileges thing is also pretty good because, again, it's really cheap. It lasts for a whole month. It's a one-off payment of like $2 or $3 and you get all these boosts and stuff. So that's kind of helpful as well. I would definitely say do that. That's as far as I've gone. I mean, I did get one other thing this morning, which was the Hall of Heroes. No, the Path of Heroes thing, which was 20 bucks. Yeah, it was quite expensive, but I got it because I wanted the medals for this particular hero I'm working on. Another tip is, unlike other games like this, don't try and focus on all of your marches as far as like what your focus is going to be. I would say just choose one troop type and focus on that troop type. Obviously, you do need to work on the other ones as well. Like you do need to, like, what the hell is this? Has that all been claimed? Oh, there you go. Sweet. Treasure discovered by Worthy. All right. So everybody gets it. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, nice. Yeah, so like that focus on your resource buildings, focus on buying things which actually benefit you, like boosts and things like that to start with. And then basically, you know, see what heroes you get and then choose a couple you like and focus on that. After I've played for a little bit and unlocked a few heroes, I've decided that cavalry is where I'm at. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. But obviously you do need to work on the other heroes as well. So you got an infinite range and a cav march at least. So you can actually do some of the other campaign stuff, especially the explore mode, because in the explore mode in here, you can only send one of each troop type. You can't send like a whole bunch of cavalry in here. You can't do like 3 cavalry marches or 4 cavalry marches, as far as I'm aware. Maybe you can, but you need more troops. Yeah, I think you can, but you just need more troops, and I haven't got enough troops to do it. Like, if I want to send another cavalry march, you can see I got 42,000 there. If I'd send another cav, now you can, but what I'm saying is you ain't got the troops to start off with, is what I'm getting at. So if you do this, for example, and then you want to send cavalry, you can't. They're all gone. If I put the cavalry in here, it's going to take them off my other march. And you're not. And what I'm trying to say is, you're not going to have that many troops to start with. Yeah, you just need like so many more troops, and it takes time to build those up. So it's handy to have like some heroes that do other things, so you can spread it a little bit. You know, when you're doing your stuff. But that's what I did anyway. But primarily now I'm at the point where, okay, I'm training troops all the time, but when it comes to me training troops for an event or pushing any troops, I'm pushing cavalry because I need to build up my cavalry army. So don't try and build up 3 lots of army. Just keep everything ticking and focus pushing on 1 troop type, just to make it a little bit more cost effective for you. Also, make sure you take part in guild events. Guild events are huge. I know it's not really a spend thing, but things like this, for example, this molten pit, dude, this is very important. Like, this thing right here gives you a shit ton of resources, a shit ton like of resources to do your gears, like to upgrade your artifacts, your chieftain artifacts that you use, like your gear pieces. There's multiple levels to these, multiple levels. I'm just trying to try and spot where, yeah, look, there's multiple levels, man. Look. It goes all the way down to Supreme. Man, there is multiple levels of this, but you don't want to like upgrade everything. I've done a little bit on everything to start with, right? Because I wanted stamina recovery, I wanted construction speed, I wanted training speed, I wanted research speed. But going forward, I'm going to be working on the boots and I'm going to be working on the belt, because this has cavalry defense and this has cavalry attack. So I'll be working on those too. So just be mindful of your artifacts. It's okay to level them up in the early levels, a few levels, just so you've got some extra boosts to like things like training speed and construction speed and research speed. These are all pretty good things to have, right? But once you start getting into like the next levels from here onwards, you really need to kind of like focus on what you're actually going to be using. So I've done this for quality of life to get a few extra admin stats, but now I'm going to actually really start pushing the boots and the bottoms there. That's going to be my primary focus. Ooh, combine those and those. There we go. Ooh. I don't think I've got anything worth putting in though. So yeah, like I need to save up materials now. You can see I need leather and I need these, and you can get both of these items from playing events in the game. You don't need to go into the store and buy a bunch of packs. Yes, there are packs. Of course there's packs where you can get those things, but you can get those things also by playing the game free to play. So you don't need to stress out. Just make sure you take part in the events. The events are pretty rewarding. It's not all about spend in this game. Yeah, there is things to buy, but it's also about participating in the guild events. So always keep an eye on your guild calendars to see what days things are coming up. Like today we've got Tribe Caravan. Tomorrow there's a whole bunch of stuff going on tomorrow for us to take part in. So always keep an eye on everything that's happening inside your guild. If it's not going to be in the tribe calendar, then look on the map, because most of the time there will be time pins put on the map when things are happening. You can see the server time up there. It's 10:15 right now. And at 12, I believe there's going to be this event going on. So it's going to be worthwhile being here for that. So yeah, no, just make sure you participate in the events, be active on those, and yeah, man, you should be able to find some success with what you're doing. A couple of other things to mention is the call to arms. I mentioned it earlier, but this is a really good. It's like a hell event. It's worth taking note of this, and if you're going to be doing any work on your account, come into here when this opens up for you, and go down to targets today. And click on that, and it will bring up the schedule of what time frames you've got when you can do things to earn points for this event. So right now, upgrade soldiers. I'm assuming that means train soldiers, right? Troop training. So troop training is on right now. After there's going to be upgrade runes. So you saw a minute ago, right? I just combined all my runes. That was upgrading the runes. I shouldn't have done that just now. See, you gotta, I make mistakes, but that thing where I just combined all my runes, that classes as upgrading runes. I should have waited until after that 12 o'clock time frame. And then when I hit that combine button, I wouldn't have just combined my runes. I would have also got a whole bunch of points towards my call to arms. So if you want to kind of min-max this and try and make sure you get into the top ranks, and it's important to do it, because if you get to the top 3, you get rune chests. So you can actually get more runes. Obviously, if you come second or first, you get a little bit more. You get some purple artifact stuff and maybe a sculpture if you come first. But it's all about utilizing what you're doing on your account at certain time zones during the day. I love this mechanic. I think it's very, very good the way they do this. So if you're going to do if I'm going to do any research today, if I'm going to speed some research up, I need to wait until after 4 o'clock server time, which will be 5 o'clock my time, to activate any research. If I'm going to upgrade any heroes, I've already done it this morning. But if I was going to upgrade any heroes today, like if I'm going to put any, you know, levels on any of their skills or upgrade their ranks at all, anything, do it after this time to get extra points for my call to arms. So this is a really, really good thing to keep an eye on as you're playing the game. All right. Hey, man. How you doing? Hey, Mike. How's it going? I'll have to watch start a stream and find out what's going on with the new tribe. Oh, the new, yo, Becca, I'll tell you a quick TLDR. We had a mass walkout. There was a massive walkout. The power strike level has changed dramatically. It's gone from being the highest might guild down to the lowest. More and more people leaving every day. IWX has fallen. And they're fallen because the R5 stole all the gold, Becca. He stole all the gold. All of the gold that everyone generated from buying packs, rather than sharing it out to the guild. That's the massive drama today, by the way. Rather than sharing it out to the guild, he went ahead and stole all the gold and boosted his own account and all of his alt accounts. It turns out he's not even Turkish, he's Chinese. He changed his name to a Chinese name, put his alt accounts as R4s on the guild, and literally boosted all of his accounts with the gold. So everybody walked out. It showed up on the logs. He got caught. He got caught, man. He self-reported on the logs. Everybody went into the logs and saw it in here that he'd given his accounts all the gold. The R5 can scam people. Yeah, it can happen. It can happen. Because in this game, there's a mechanic, like I talked about earlier, there's a mechanic where inside the guild, when you've got people buying stuff in the guild, a small percentage of what they purchase in gold goes to the guild gold fund. And then basically the R5 can give out gold, which is essentially blue diamonds, can give out gold to players depending on their activity levels, etc, etc. He can give out gold and then you can go and buy packs. So essentially a free-to-play player can be in a guild as long as they're active and doing everything, can participate in. The R5 could give that person free gold out of the gold fund, and then that free-to-play player can go buy some packs. It's pretty cool, man. Being an R5 is profitable. Well, I mean, yeah and no at the same time, Void. It can be profitable if you decide to spend all the gold that the whole guild generates on yourself. That's obviously very selfish. The downside to doing that is exactly what's happened to that guild right there. Everybody leaves your guild because they think you're a rat and a snake. So they all leave. That's exactly what happened to IWX. They were the highest power guild in the game. They were in the kingdom. They were over 700, 800 million power. And everyone's leaving. Everyone's leaving because they're joining that guild there. And I've also left as well and gone to 240i. Am I going to make my own guild? No. Not anytime soon. No. I'm learning the game. I'm playing the game. I don't want leadership. I don't want management. I'm not wanting that right now, guys. I'm just, you know, I'm just chilling. I didn't want to start this game and start asking my community to come play with me before I played this game and checked it out and see what it's all about myself. So no, I'm not saying I won't set up a community guild in the future. It's definitely something we could do, maybe, possibly, maybe. But it's not something I'm looking to do right now. I purposely went off on my own and done this so I could try this game out myself and just make content for you guys, rather than you know, bring all you guys in. I didn't want to do that. I just want to just play. It's very, I didn't know how similar it was going to be to Rise of Kingdoms. I mean, I definitely could run a guild. Now I've seen what the game is and how much like Rise of Kingdoms this is. I probably could run a guild, no problem. I know how all the mechanics work and everything. It's fine. But I just didn't want the stress of it, if I'm being honest with you. Let's do it, Prince. Nah, man, not yet, not yet. Maybe, stay tuned. Let me keep playing for a bit. Let me keep learning the game and just, you know, I'm not ready to commit to that yet, man. I don't feel ready to commit to that just yet, peeps. Maybe one day, but not yet. Like, I don't trust, I'm still having IGG trust issues, man. I'm sorry, but can anybody blame me? I got to level 7. Oh, did I lose this one? Can people really blame me for having IGG trust issues? Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna retry this again with something different. I'm gonna go that. I'm gonna do Sigrid on here like I did before. And no, I'm gonna do Rex. And I guess her maybe. Just Prelinda's pretty leveled up. Yeah. Alright. Let's try that. Oh fuck, I just done auto deploy. Oh shit. Oh, let's see if the game knows more than me. I didn't mean to do auto deploy. Oh well, if it wins, that means the game knows more than I do. Trust issues are real. Yeah. Yeah, I've just got trust issues with them. I don't trust IGG as far as I can throw them. So I don't know. I'm enjoying their new game, but then I enjoyed Lords and look what happened there. So yeah, no, I'm not ready to bring my community into this game and start a guild and all the rest of it. Because like, I don't want to do it to my community right now. I know that if I was to set up a guild and ask my community to come play, would have a lot of you guys come and play, and some of you, not all of you, but some of you would probably boost hard because you'd want the guild to be successful. And I don't want to put that onto anybody right now. I feel that would be irresponsible to my community to do that. So I'm gonna take the hit for my community and try this game out and play it and see what it's like. And you know what? Maybe in a few months, and if it's still going all right, maybe if my trust is built up a little bit with IGG, maybe I could possibly set up a guild, but I'm not going to put my community through that just yet. I'm just going to sit here and I know you guys will enjoy watching me play this for the moment, and I think that's going to have to be good enough for now, you know? That's where I'm at, guys. I think that's a fair stance to take. I don't think that's unreasonable. I think I'm being smart doing that, to be honest with you. Because I don't want people to get pissed off with me if I get them into a game and then it's like, oh man, what have you done? You got me into this game. It's like, I don't want that. So I'm just going to try it out myself and let you guys come for the journey with me for now. Just watching. We'll be waiting. Thanks, man. We thank you, Mike, for being the big brother, the sacrificial lamb. Know if this game is worth it or not. All right, yeah. Why are you even giving IGG a second chance? Never invest too much into this game. Yeah, true. A lot. That's another fair opinion. Why are you even giving them another chance, man? Play a different game from a different developer. Yeah, I feel that. That hits home hard, man, that comment. And I know, man. Why I'm a sucker for punishment, man. I'm just a sucker for punishment. Like, I have a feeling that they never... Oh my god, they actually won. Holy shit. The game knows more than I do, guys. Fuck it. Just roll with it. I'm looking forward to this, man. I'm looking forward to trying this thing out. I want to do this new Dragon Arena thingamajig. It looks like a Cyrus that's on Rise, but yeah, this looks interesting. I can't wait to try this out. I'm looking forward to playing this event. I don't think there's any other events on for me to do today, though. Tribe Trials. What is that? Oh, that's the thing. That's the thing we do together as a team. Okay, yeah. Collision course is done. Blood and Steel done. Sort of. I need to train troops, but I'm not really worried about it. Community of login event. On that. Safety in numbers. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I need to do. I don't think there is, you know. I think I'm good. And then this popped up this morning. Oh yeah, this is that mini game. Yeah, I was playing this morning. Yo. I totally fucked this up this morning. Look at the state of my screen. Yeah, this is hard. Remove one critter. Have I got? I don't think I got any of these. These are items you can get, but I think you have to like buy them. This is like some kind of Candy Crush stuff where you can buy things to boost to make. It's kind of like a weird little Candy Crush type game they've got in here, where you can like buy packs to like get turns and get special items that help you do well on it and stuff. You get a free little pack, I think, out of it, but that was about it. Oh man, this is yeah. Oh no, guys. It's not going too well. I'm gonna end up failing here. Oh. Oh god. Shit. Yeah, well there you go. Back to 0 points. I fucked it up. I know I fucked it up. How do I get another? Can I have another go? Oh, I think I have to go back in and start game. There we go. I'm at 0 again. I only got 57 turns now. You have to wait for the energy to come back. There we go. So green goes to green. We put green on top of that. And that. Then boom. All right. Now we're going to put one next to it. Green. And then we need green again. And green again. There you go. There you go. Now we've got a purple. Right, so now I need to make another purple. So put the blue there. Oh, God. Put the yellow that side. Then blue. See, I think I just fucked it up again. Okay, green there. Then blue there. Okay, yellow. And then the purple makes an orange. All right. Yellow and yellow. Make a purple. Okay, so I'm just going to put this blue here. And then, okay, yellow. All right, orange and orange. Okay, so if I put an orange on top, no, I don't want to put it on top. Let's put it down the side here. Oh, shit. Okay, that is not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's put this one there, I guess. Oh no, I needed that one on top of that one. Okay. Blue. Green. Purple. Oh, I should have put that in the middle. Oh no. Oh god. There. There. Hey! There you go. And then put that one there. I guess on the edge. And then blue. And then yellow. This is going better than I did before, actually. Okay, put the green down the side. And then orange. We've got 2 greens. Okay, there we go. Now I need to push this up. Yeah, push, 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 push. Okay, put this over there. And then, there you go. We now got 3 greens. There it is. I got a purple. Nice. I got the highest I got was orange. Okay, so let's go yellow. This is going so much better than before. And then I got orange. Okay. Okay, let's push this over. And then drop that blue down the middle. There you go. And then blue here. Blue again. Oh, no, not green. No, I didn't want green. Okay, I'm just going to put that green one down the edge. Oh man, it's doing it on purpose. It's cooking me on purpose. Okay, put that blue one over there. No, there we go. And then blue. All right. Oh my god. Okay, put that there. And then green. I've only got 10 more goes. Orange. No, the purple one's down there. I can't get to it. Okay, I'm just going to put this here. I'm going to put that one there. There we go. There it is. Oh, I need to go over. Okay, try and put that blue one there. Green there. I'm going to put this one here. There you go. I've got 3 more goes left. Oh man, I can't get to that either. Okay, put that purple one there. again. Damn. I haven't got, now you gotta buy them. Okay, you gotta wait now. It's going better than before. It looks easy, but it's not. No, it's not easy. I'm trying. My highest points was 7,100, but people are good at this, man. People actually, oh, I finished that. That's good. There is obviously a battle pass, of course. You can buy that, get some more rewards if you want it, but I'm not worried about that. The people have actually got some pretty, I mean, look at this person in first play, like 21,000. Holy shit. Thing is, like, obviously, if you've bought some packs, like, you got those extra boosts, those special items and stuff, so that kind of let you to go up a bit higher. But I'm currently rank 80. I'm shit. I'm not even on the leaderboard. Yeah, I need to try and get higher, but I will keep working on it. I got it's available. This event's only for today, so we've still got 13 hours. I'll wait until I get more of those little things back. It generates over time. Get some more back, and we'll be able to try and add points to that. So that's pretty good. It's like a little free event, pretty much. You don't need to spend money on it. It's just a free little event. Also, another thing I wanted to ask you guys, some of you guys know more than me. This Wolf Rider thing, I want to upgrade it. But you need these items. Proof of Beast Mastery. Are these gem items, or can you get these just by playing the game? Because I don't know. Like, it says gems. I don't want to use gems for it. I don't know where to get these Beast Mastery things from, chat. I've been looking around for them and I can't find them anywhere. You can get those from the shop or from chests on the map. Alright, I need to have a look around. The merit shop. Alright, hold on. Let me have a look in my bag and see if I've got any. Maybe you guys can spot them in my bag, because I'm still trying to learn what's what. Let me just do these quickly. Click on that. Just gonna click there. Oh, I got myself a big chest. Hello. Ooh, nice. I got more of those things. Cool. I've been getting these. I've been getting those quite a lot, actually. I don't know what they do, but... Oh, shit. I ain't got no more. I'm out of wood. I'm not out of wood. What are you talking about? Oh. Auto-replenish. There you go. There's a store where you next to your city hall where you can. All right, I'll have a look in a sec. Yeah, I know the store next to my city hall. I've been using my guild merits in there. It's one of those gem buildings, but you can get them from mystery chests in the overworld and merit shop. Some from champion lair. Okay. All right, so it's like a gem building. Wonder why they put it on the bloody siege. Weird, isn't it? Why they put it on siege? It's pretty much what beast riders are, isn't it? Use them for gathering. You don't fight with them. Let me look in my bag and see what's in my bag. So let me open those up. Some resources. Open the resources. Open the gemmies. Coins. There we go. Resources. Alright, I got some coins. I'll leave those in there. Speed ups, boosts, materials. This is like these two here I use for these two here for my artifacts. I don't know what these are. I got 4,500 of these. What are these? Space Saddle Selector Box. I got quite a few of these. I don't know. Do I just open these? Let me open one and see what it does. What are these used for? Wait, what? Supreme Beast Saddle used to train Beast Rider 6, Beast Rider 5, Beast Rider 4. Wait, so you need special items to train Beast Riders as well? They're pretty useless unless you try and... I got a question for you. If the Beast Rider training building requires gems to basically, or gem items to level up the actual building, and if you want to train tier 4, 5 or 6 Beast Riders, you need a special item just to even train the Beast Riders. Does that mean that they're like the strongest troop in the game or something? If you require all these items to train them up? I mean, why do you need all these? Why do you need items to train the actual troops, like the higher tier troops of those? That's wild, why you need actual items to even train the troop. So if you actually get, you don't need them for the lower tiers, but if you get to the higher tiers, like tier 4, 5, and 6, you need the saddles to even train these things. Does that mean they're like really good or what? You can auto those trade requests. Wait, what? What do you mean you can auto those trade requests? What trade requests? What are these? Oh, I don't know. Oh, auto delegate. Oh shit, you can as well, look. Auto delegate. Auto refresh orders, max. Save. Oh my god, I never knew that. Wow, so I don't even need to worry about clicking that anymore. It'll just automatically do it every time it's available. Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's really good. Didn't even know that. Boom. I got 5 crystals. And I got myself a Bifrost. Let's go. Here we go. What am I getting this time? Resources and speed ups. Nice. There we go. Now I've got no crystals left. I need to get some more. And you get crystals for free just by sending out these requests every day. So that's kind of cool. I autoed this. I autoed this the other day. Had this on auto. You can set this all on auto too. Hang on. Terra, do you need to join a guild? He left as well. Oh shit. Let me see if I can get Terra in. Have you applied over here, Terra? I don't know if there's any space in the guild right now. 84, 84. Okay. Let me see if I can get you in. I totally forgot you started up an account over there with me, didn't you? 66 Terra. Okay. If possible, can we get my friend 66 Terra in the tribe? I believe he may have applied. Thanks. There you go, Terra. I'm trying to see if I can get you in there, buddy. All right. All right. Hopefully they get you in, dude. I didn't ask him to start up an account. He just did. I just noticed the other day he was sitting next to me. I was like, bro, what are you doing? He's here playing as well. Okay, event thing. Oh, they're this and this. Tribe. There's a tribe auction house as well. Yo, I saw this. I saw this the other day. I was like, what the hell? Yo, there's a tribe auction house in this game as well, where you can sell unwanted mementos for heroes and stuff, and leather. People buy it. This is, you can buy the steel, you can buy like the leather for your artifacts, you can buy the orange gems, you can buy the hero medals. I didn't take part in tribe in that. I didn't take part in this so far. I need to take part in the next one. I will be taking part in the next one. I wasn't in the guild, so I'm gonna take part in the next one. Yeah, you can trade hero medals on the auction thing in the game as well. That's kind of cool. So if you've got hero medals for a hero you're not working on somebody else's, you can put it up in the auction and you can get gems for it. That's kind of cool. Let's go steal some chickens. All right. Send my little robber in to steal some chickens. Nice. All right. What server are you in? Maybe I'll pop in too if I come anytime. I mean, I'm in server 164, but it's already like over a week going. So I would say if you are gonna try this game out, I would probably try on a new server so you get access to the early, events. I actually joined this server just before a new one opened, so I missed out on the first little event that was up for a few days. Because some people in my kingdom have got an avatar that I can't get because it was an early event. So make sure you try and start up on a brand new server, because if I'd have realized, I probably would have ended up starting up a new account the day after when a new server started. But it is what it is. It doesn't really bother me too much. I'm fine with it. I mean, damn, I ain't doing too bad. Am I still ranked 3rd in Jotun Invasion? Ah, This guy knocked me down. Boo. We're in fourth though, so that's good. I knew a third wouldn't last. That's all right. I'm still happy to be fourth on the server, man. Like, what the hell? Fourth? That's still really good. I shouldn't really do that right now. I'm gonna. I don't care. Oh, hang on. Ah. HP of cavalry type troops. That's actually a good one. I'm gonna remove the defense of the berserkers and put the HP of cavalry in. There you go. I want to boost my cavalry, so yeah, I need to start trying to tailor my runes towards cavalry more. HP of cavalry type troops. There you go. Can you be a rally trap in that game? Ooh, okay, so the way that troops work in this game is similar to Rise of Kingdoms, okay, and I don't think trapping is really a thing in this type of game. Not the way they have this set up, the way they have the troops set up and stuff. As far as I'm aware, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I'm aware, you can have like millions of troops inside your base. But what happens is when you get rallied, when your castle gets rallied, let's say, for example, I try and do this in layman's terms. Let's say you've got 10 million troops inside your castle, right? When you get attacked, the rally comes in, and what happens is that rally comes in, and that rally is made up of various different marches, yeah? So let's say, for example, the rally is 2 million in size, and it's made up with like 10 different garrisons. 10 different players sent their troops in with 2 leaders and their troops, right? What happens is when the rally hits, inside your wall, you're going to have a sentry tower. Okay, not sentry tower. Oh god, I don't know how to set this up because I haven't even got this far yet working this stuff out. Garrison, there it is. Okay, so inside your castle, that needs to actually be changed. Probably would put that and that for the time being. Actually, no. Probably just put that and that for the time being. I don't know what to do here. As far as I'm aware, okay, what happens is the rally hits, and each one of those garrison marches that are inside that rally are going to hit your castle, and they're going to go up against my 2 heroes and their march each time. Now, every time that march hits my garrison and brings the troops down, the troops will be replaced by more troops that come in from the surplus that I've got. But you're only ever going to have like that garrison versus this garrison, and then when that garrison is defeated, the next garrison hits, and then when that's defeated, the next garrison hits, and then when that's defeated, the next garrison hits, until such time that the rally is depleted or your troops are dead and there's more troops left in the rally. That is how I remember Rise of Kingdoms, and I'm pretty sure that's how this works. So if you've got 10 million troops in your castle, they will all take part in the fight eventually, but it's as the troops go down in your march that's on your garrison, it will be replaced with more troops from what's in your surplus of stockpile of troops, and the rally comes in, and each garrison will hit until each garrison is dead, and then that's the rally done. As far as I'm aware, that's how that works, but I don't know if it's a case that, because in Lords Mobile, for example, when a rally comes in, you get hit immediately with the 2 million troops, and they hit whatever's in there as a whole. So they don't just hit 2 million. If you've got 100 million troops, they hit 100 million troops. 100 million troops hit that 2 million. So it's like your whole troop count is in battle against them. When you look at the battle video in Lords Mobile, if the player has 100 million troops, you're seeing 100 million going into battle versus that rally. Whereas in here, that's how it kind of works. Yeah, that's how it kind of works. In here, it's different. If you've got 100 million troops inside your castle, when a rally hits, 100 million troops are not going into battle immediately against that rally. What's going into battle is your 2 commanders that you've got garrisoned and the site and their march is going up against each individual garrison of that rally. When you look at the battle report, that's how it breaks down. And after that first garrison hits your march, if you killed that garrison, the second garrison comes in and your troops are replenished by the troops that are in your surplus, and then the battle begins again until such time as one of those garrisons is able to actually defeat it. It's march versus march as opposed to march versus whole castle. So yeah, I really struggle to explain this. I always did struggle to explain this, but I know it in my head kind of how it works, but it's difficult for me to explain it. But that's kind of how it works. Yeah. So trapping isn't really like a thing. It's more of a case of if you've got lots of troops, then your sustainability might be higher of how many rallies you can take before you are zeroed. But yeah, it's not, trapping is not really a thing, unfortunately, in this game. It's not really a thing, so to speak, you know. The game promotes more kind of like on-field fighting where you have your marches on the field fighting with each other as opposed to castle rallies. Don't get me wrong, people do get rallied. Their castles do get hit and they do get zeroed. And I'm sure we're going to be seeing some of that as we go along. But the most part of the gameplay is done on the field. This type of game promotes on-field fighting as opposed to castle fighting kind of thing. People swarm castles here, just 5 marches doing them. Yeah, that's another thing you can do as well. So rather than just rallying, just send like 5 or 6 marches over there and swarm the castle. So again, swarms are going to be part of this, similar to how Rise of Kingdoms was. And I'll be honest with you, that was not my favorite mechanic of Rise of Kingdoms. That was the one thing that actually I didn't like too much, was the swarming that you have in Rise of Kingdoms. Like when we got to KVK, and again, Rise of Kingdoms is all about KVK, build up to KVK. When we finally did get to KVK and we were doing the fighting, it was just a case of everybody sending a march into this massive ball of marches, and it was just a big swarm ball that moved along the map, and then the other team done a big swarm, and you basically butted heads, and it was just a fucking clusterfuck. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I like that. I wasn't a big fan of that type of gameplay. So that's my only kind of like huge, big reservation. It's not a money thing. It's not like a pay to win thing. It's just a mechanic thing. I wasn't a big fan of that swarming mechanic. And I know why. It's because I've come from Lords Mobile, where that's not a thing. In Lords Mobile, you send a march, you hit a castle. You send a rally, you hit a castle. Not sending marches out and swarming in some big massive mosh pit and moving it along where you can't see what the fuck's going on. Like that was why. Yeah, Elif saying the same thing in the chat. Same, I don't like this mechanism. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of it either. You know what, man, I'm gonna give it a go on this game. I guess we're gonna see how we go, but that could be might be a stopping point for me, because that's where I got on Rise of Kingdoms. I got all that work leveling the account up, got to KVK, saw the fighting mechanic, and I was like, oh man. What, you just get into a massive mosh pit and just slam against each other, and there's no real kind of like strategy to it, really? I mean, there is some strategy to it. There is some. You know, you have to... movement placement for everybody is part of the strategy. But when it actually comes down to it, it's just putting everyone's marches in a fucking pile and chucking them against each other, and I wasn't a fan of that. So, I don't know, I guess we're going to have to wait and see. And here you can actually, no one can zero you, no hospital limit, and from the dead troops, 75% can get resurrected. It's like a second hospital. Yeah, I saw that. In Lords Mobile, that's called the Sanctuary, and in here it's called the Valkyrium Temple. It's the same thing as the Sanctuary. When you go into battle, you can resurrect 75%. At the moment, I've got 67. That's just because I haven't leveled it up to the maximum. But if you level this thing up to the maximum, it's 75%. There you go, see? So yeah, I don't really understand the last 5 levels. You get to level 25 and you get 75% healing ratio. And then if you go to level 30, which is 5 more levels, more resources, more speed ups and everything, you don't actually get any extra boosts in that at all. You just basically gain a bunch of might and no extra percentages. You probably need it for T6. Yeah, so T6 in Fate War is kind of similar to what Lords Mobile did with mana troops. You're adding 5 level. You're adding 5 or 6 levels of level buildings, which is what mana troops in Lords Mobile essentially did, for practically no extra boost. It's just a requirement. It's a prerequisite for T6 troops. It's basically the harvest, basically. That's what I'm going to call it. Yeah, I'm going to call... Yeah, no, I know. I'm going to call T6 the harvest. So what that basically means is you get to level 25, you get your tier 5 troops, and then what happens is if you want to be stronger and you want to have T6 troops, then you have to join the harvest. What that basically means is IGG are going to harvest your bank account while you try and get T6 open, because it's probably going to be really expensive to go from T5 to T6. You're not really going to get any extra boosts on your buildings, but you are going to have to level them all up, and that's going to cost you money and resources to do so. So yeah, I call that the harvest, going to opening up T6. I'm not really looking at that anytime soon. Not worried about that. I doubt we'll have any... No, I'm not going to say I doubt. No doubt there'll be one person that does it, but I'm pretty sure there'll probably be at least one person that decides to go into the harvest for the beginning of the first KVK. There'll probably be someone that goes in there with T6. There normally is one person, right, that does it. There might be some tier 5 players before KVK. I didn't think there was going to be any tier 5 players in the first KVK in Rise of Kingdoms. There was about 4 or 5 tier 5 players. I think having tier 5 for KVK 1 in Rise of Kingdoms is fucking insane, to be honest with you. I think it's pointless and it's probably a waste of money. But there's always those people that, you know, feel like they're gonna be him in that KVK, and they got to have those tier 5s. You know, it's crazy to have tier 5 on KVK 1, man. Insane. No, it's not possible to unlock T6 in the first KVK. T5 is 100% possible. Yeah, I believe it. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. KVK looks much better here than in Rock. Have you played KVK on this game, Unexpected? Have you played KVK on Fate War? If you're coming from playing it and you know it's better, then I'm looking forward to trying it out. Guys, you know what? I'm gonna say the same thing about this game as I said with Rise of Kingdoms. It's all gonna depend on how good KVK is for me. KVK is amazing here. No big swarm balls. What? KVK is 3 days. No big swarm balls. You know what? It's all going to depend on how KVK goes. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Low spend. Very low spend. Let's put very at the beginning of that. Very low spend. It's going to depend on so many things. It's going to depend on the KVK. It's going to depend on how this does on the YouTube channel. I think that's an important factor. It's something I have to weigh into it anyway for me to be able to push in a game. It's going to depend on the interaction on YouTube. It's going to depend on how well the content does on my channel. And it's going to depend on how good KVK is and how much I enjoy it. If those things line up, if the viewership is there on YouTube, if the game is fun to play and I enjoy it, KVK, those are the boxes I need to tick. If I can tick those boxes, then maybe we can up our level on what we're doing in the game. But until those boxes are ticked, I can't commit to pushing this game at all. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. I am going to continue doing content on this game during my journey on the way to KVK. So you guys can follow along with the content. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you follow, like, all that stuff. You know, the algorithm stuff. Share the streams. Share the videos and stuff that I post. Interact with the content. This is all going to come down to the community and whether I enjoy the game or not. If KVK is good and everything's all going well by the time we get there and I enjoy the KVK element of this game, because that's really my primary focus, and if the community is here for it and people are here and they're liking and watching and all the rest of it, if we have the interaction, this might be the switch I was looking for. We'll see. We will see. I'm not committing to it yet, guys. But this might be the switch. This might be the one. Because I like Rise of Kingdoms. I thought it was a great game, but I weren't a big fan of the KVK swarming balls. If this is not got that, this might be the switch. I've been looking for a new mobile game for a couple of years now to play and move away from Lords Mobile. Like on a more... I mean, I won't ever move away from Lords Mobile fully. I'll still cover the news and stuff. But I mean, you know, I stopped playing Lords Mobile, like playing it, right? So I've been looking for a new mobile game to play. This might be the one. Is this the one? Is Fate War the game we're moving to? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But, you know, it's looking good for now. I'm not going to get overly excited. I'm going to count my chickens before they've hatched, but we'll see. All going well, this might be the new game we play. Maybe. Watch this space. And if things go really well, we'll end up setting up my own guild. Well, and we will start up. We'll start up my own eventually. Not yet. Did you say? Oh, it's a. Let's get a count. We need that. Yo, every day. You want a big tip? Make sure every day you come in here and buy the cow. Every single day. That's my #1 tip. Always buy the cow, guys. The cow is like one of the most important things you can buy. And always make sure you put it on to get your knowledge. I got 3 cows on my knowledge nodes. Yep. We getting that knowledge, baby. I got 3 villagers on that one as well. We getting that knowledge. Hell yeah. It's not a full KVK, it's GVG. Shouldn't it? There's no guilds in this game. It's there's tribes. Shouldn't it be called TVT? Tribe versus tribe. TVT, right? Or no, it still is kingdoms. It still is kingdoms. So it still is KVK. Or SVS. Server versus server. I don't like that. I don't like SVS. Server versus server. It sounds too nerdy. I like KVK. Kingdom versus kingdom. I think that sounds way better. Server versus server. That's a nerdy term. It's not really a kingdom. It's a server because it's on a computer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm enjoying this. This is alright. This is fun. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not getting excited yet. We'll see. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it so far. There you go. There's 2 modes of KVK here. It's called by Valor Spirits. You might be against the same tribe from your own kingdom. Mode 1, free for all. This is where diplomacy comes in. Oh, okay. Alright. Anyway, I think I've done everything I can do for this morning. We've covered the drama. Oh man, another mobile game, more dramas. That was crazy this morning. Come on, give me the hero I need. Come on, I need the cavalry girl. Okay, I got 1 shard of her. I need a full drop of that cavalry girl. It's a really low drop rate, to be fair. But I'll use the ones I've got while this is up still. All right, there you go. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this stream. Thank you for watching. I will put some videos up. I will start making some content on this. I'll start putting up some tip videos for like early game tips that I've found so far. And hopefully those are going to be helpful. You forgot about the Beast Rider building upgrade. Oh yeah, shit. How do we do that? Where is it? Is it that? No, that's not it. Where's the Beast Rider stuff? Which tab is it on? Merit shop. This is the merit shop, isn't it? Friend shop. Tribe shop, skin shop, friend shop, mysterious merchant, supply depot. No. Where's the merit shop? Is it this one? You don't have it unlocked yet, I guess. Ah, really? Okay, I can't do it then. All right, no worries. It's not there yet. All right, no worries. I'm gonna get some of these. I think that's enough. Is that enough to upgrade the next one I need? No, I need 45. Okay, I'm just gonna keep using my things on those to try and build those up. I need to upgrade those boots. Okay, cool. Well, there we go, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. Like I said, guys, we'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna commit to it just yet fully, but maybe. Like, if KVK is good, then I'm gonna play this like properly. And right now, I'm pretty much playing free to play. Like, you know, support a couple little things, nothing crazy. But yeah, we'll play it properly if KVK is good. If KVK is good and I enjoy it, then game on, I guess. But also if the channel does well on it. If the channel's not doing well on it, if people aren't watching, if people are like, nah, no one's watching and stuff, then I'm just going to be like, okay, we'll just stay with chill and free to play. I can't do it unless the channel like does well with it. I hope it does, because I want to see my channel succeed, guys. You know what I mean? We put 8 years into this YouTube channel, and I'd love to move on to another game that people want to watch and everything. So hopefully people do come in and start watching the content. That's really going to be a massive dictator to whether or not I do this. So we'll see. You know, if Fate War as a game does well for IGG and they bring in the money, they're going to start pushing advertising on this game quite significantly in the coming months. Which will hopefully drive in more people, more attention, more people playing it, more people watching YouTube content. So, you know, we can only hope that that actually happens, I guess. But obviously, if it doesn't do well, if they don't hit certain markers, then they're going to move all of their advertising budget over to Doomsday. So, yeah, I don't know. You know, I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But that's the problem, not another IGG game. I know that's the thing, man. A lot of people that watch my channel won't even tolerate another IGG game. So, yeah, I don't know, man. We're going to have to see how it goes. It's going all right, Benny. It's going all right. You talked about how good Lilith is. There was a $30,000 skin in Rock. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that either. That's nuts. I don't understand why these mobile game companies think it's acceptable to put shit like that in a mobile game. Like, it's just so fucking dumb. Have IGG learned from their past mistakes, or are they about to make a whole bunch more of them? I guess time will tell. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I very much appreciate it. There will be more Fate War content coming, so if you're enjoying that, smash the sub button, hit the like, share the stream, all that good stuff. Guys, I will catch you later on. I'm going to be hopefully playing some Pirates again later over on the other channel, so hopefully I see some of you guys over there. But until then, stay safe, everyone. And of course, peace out. Laters, guys. Bye. See ya. Bye.